First down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
Flushed out right. Finding room inside the 40. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Value 1. Ric Flair.
After the interception, here's Goff. And oh, it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Goff. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
57's Mike.
Back to throw. Goff. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We want it. Come to my world. Motion, motion. Hey, check. Hard ball, hard ball. You're trash, you're trash. Here we go, fellas, here we go.
Just beating the play clock is Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Wormley, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. There's Goff. And the pressure gets to him again. Jalen Ferguson providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Cyrus Jones back to return for the Ravens. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Remember,
and now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, let's do something different. I'm going to go through a few teams that are on losing streaks, and you tell me if there's reason for concern there. Let's start with the Cowboys.
Definitely reason for concern. Not as dominant on defense as they should be, and offensive line injuries.
3 straight losses. They're 3-3. How about the Chiefs? 2 straight home losses.
Yeah, they just can't stop anyone running the football.
Okay, and then the Rams, 3 straight losses for them.
Yeah, definite reason for concern because they cannot get the running game figured out. Todd Gurley not touching it enough, but Kenny.
And then the Browns. Everyone was so high on them before the season started. What about now?
So many expectations. That's part of the problem they have right now, but they still would be contenders in their division.
Quickly back to the Chiefs, though. Are you concerned about them? They're still a real contender here, aren't they?
Still a contender, but I'm concerned as heck on defense for anyone who wants to be committed to running the football.
To throw again on second down. Goff. And Woods has it complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Goff. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first and goal, Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Check the hot read. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Cornell.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And all the way down to the 29. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd and 9, Jackson being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dante Fowler, his 2nd sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 75